But he's so willing to make it whoopee.
We was all youngsters from Detroit here, and I helped to organize the band. That's the way it was. Different guys. It was good back then, you know. And then, well, we was organized from McKinney. We played up to Manitoba Beach, all for about, every summer for about 5 years. And then they wanted to sell us to the Eastwood Park. And the Gold Kid, he sold a white band instead, the Orange Blossoms. So anyway, the Orange Blossoms went to, after work out to the Eastwood Park, they went up to the Casa Loma in Toronto. Well, years later, we followed them from Manitoba Beach to on the Humber River, Sunnyside Ballroom, and believe it or not, see, they was in the Casa Loma place, and there was another band, the Broadway Collision, was around the corner from us. We stayed there 2 years, and we run the other two bands out of town. We had all the business, believe it or not. And you want to hear a little story?
Yeah.
Well, now this is how Lanky Bowman got in charge of the band. We had a light guy named Bill Canada. He was fronting the band. So Lanky told the fellow that owned the place, said, "Don't it look like a white guy directed a colored band? Why don't you tell him let me direct it, be the front man instead of like it is." So we agreed, let Lanky be the front man. So that's how he got to be the front man, Mm-hmm. But McKinney was booking us all the time. And then we came back and played the Greystone. We played everywhere. We played that's the same thing, McKinney. We only played in white places because our band was like a minstrel. We could out entertain any show, man, anywhere.
What kind of show did you have?
What kind of show?
Yeah.
We had two trios. The saxophone section, they had a trio singing.
Mm-hmm.
The brass section had a trio singing. And we did comedy, all types of comedy. Everybody in the band did comedy. I did comedy, but I never would do it for, when we played for color, I never did the part I played.
Mm-hmm.
It was a reason, because some people are so, mine is not right. Yeah, I used to do a strange comedy. So, no kidding, I never would do it, because they say you're queer. I used to do female impersonation.
Mm-hmm.
See? Now if you do that for, how our people are. What the hell, they're brand new. And I had nothing but women all my life. Been married 4 times, man. Yeah. And still got 3. And the Chocolate Dancer was a terrific band. We was.
Who were some of the other guys in that band?
Oh, I can name all of them here, since I got the picture. Then, after that, we get. First, I start off with there's George Johnson's drummer, Elman Jenkins the trumpet, Rube Wardell clarinet and saxophone, Bill Canada saxophone, Lanky Bowman saxophone, and John Scott, who became a policeman, who was one of the best policemen in Detroit. He worked by himself. There's Albert Holmes piano, and Nick Vasquez, a Puerto Rican, played bass horn. And there's Charles Victor Moore, trumpet player, right there. And there's Joe Brown, one of the best trombone players in anywhere. Yeah. So that was 10 pieces.
And what kind of songs did your book consist of? What songs?
We played everything that people wanted. Anything, requests. That's why what made us band. These bands today don't play no requests.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they only play what they want to play.
Well, you played pop tunes, jazz tunes?
Everything.
Oh.
Everything. Played everything the Cotton Picks played, everything Fletch Henson played. Yeah. Anything Paul Whiteman played, we played it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What period of time was this band together?
Let me see, we was up, let me see, when I left Billy Minor. Yeah, Billy Minor. I left Billy Minor when they went to New York. Then Lanky took them to New York. Anyway, Lanky took them to New York. Then when they went to New York, I went with this band, Billy Minor's band, which was a terrific band. I mean, out of sight. And the sharpest thing anywhere. You can see how they dress.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sharp. And that's when I left the Danders, went to Billy Minor.
That was a local Detroit band?
Yeah, sure. Well, I never went on, if I couldn't make it in Detroit, I couldn't make it. I didn't need to go nowhere. At that time, I'd read anything that was put up in front of me. Yeah. And so what else?
Well, you played with Billy Minor's band for a while?
Yeah, good while, till I went with the Cotton Pickers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was in 31, I went with the Cotton Pickers. Mm-hmm.
So what was the scene around here like then? Was jazz popular here?
Well, in Detroit, we had more ballrooms than anywhere. We had ballrooms all over Detroit. I can name Monticello and, wait a minute. Old Timers Campus Ballroom, Mayor Ballroom, the Grande Ballroom, and there was besides the Greystone, there was that's where McKinney came to the Arcadia first. Arcadia, that was one of the first ballrooms. Yeah.
So it was mostly dances and
Yeah,
that sort of
popular dances. Yeah, waltz, foxtrot, tango, all that stuff. Yeah.
So you joined the Cotton Pickers a little later then.
And after I left Billy Manor, he got me from Billy Manor. Yeah. And Benny Carter was the director of McKinney's Cotton when I joined him. Yeah, he was same guys, all but. In fact, they hired me for entertaining. Still, that's what Percy's the only band I ever worked with. I didn't sing. Believe it or not. In fact, entertainment. Look. Right now, when I was with the Cotton Pickers, if I'd play the crowd was dead, I would get up and do my number and do the splits and all that kind of stuff. Show them what you're living for. Do something. Don't sit there. I got a song. Good evening, folks. How do you do? This little tune was written for you. If it's music you want, we'll play it for you. But we want you to dance. Get up. And I ain't gonna say all the words. Somebody steal it. Yeah.
That's your song?
Yeah. Yeah, that's if you're old and gray, creep along anyway. If you're young and gay, don't sit there and sleep, because the grass will grow under your feet. Man, yeah.
Sound like a rapper.
No, I used to rap. We rapped a long time before they was born, man. We used to had a song we did on, I got the numbers. I got the number. I got the number. Well, Big Ben told all his men not to take in any numbers after 10:30. But we got a way we can get it in. We take in numbers down by the dock. We get them in before 1 o'clock. And then we did a dance. Blah, 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 blah. Man, do me something new now. Do me something I haven't did, man. Shucks. Tap dance, all that stuff. But my age, they're not paying enough for me to do that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, not at my age. No. Might give myself a slight attack, you know.
So what were the Cotton Pickens doing that was different from what you had done before?
Nothing. They hired me to they had Dave Wilburn, and he did most of the singing. I got it in the book here. I did dancing. I played C above C, and so till my doctor told me to cut it out. Yeah, I'm not even supposed to be playing now, but I play anyhow. Yeah.
How come you play anyhow?
Huh?
How come you play anyhow?
It keeps me living. Keeps me breathing. My lungs expand, you know. Only I don't blow from my lungs like everybody else. If you ever watch me play, you see my stomach move. My stomach breathes, not, yeah. That's help you to last longer. Mm-hmm. In other words, when you blow from your lungs, you sound ooh. And if you blow no, 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 no. See, you different. And you don't have to use no vibrato. Your stomach makes your own vibrato. Yeah.
So what attracted you to want to play jazz?
Jazz? I started playing in church first. My mother used to book me playing concert music in church. We'd get $75 for the concert. She'd get the piano player 10. She kept the rest. Yeah, I was 10 years old then.
What did your mother play?
She played piano, trombone. Mm-hmm.
So you played in the church, but how did you make the move from the God's music to the devil's music?
No, where the money is, man. You can't live without romance, without finance. It's a nuisance. I used to dance on street corners when they had saloons. Me and my cousin, they called her Big Mama and called me Little Papa. And we'd sing songs all back then, what they did, you know. Alexander's Ragtime Band and all them old songs. And like when Harrison was the president back then, so we'd sing Sliding on the Cellar Door, Swinging on the Gate, Harrison's the President of the United States, way back there. Way back, all that type of, you know. We was made this. In my family all the time, my grandfather played guitar. Yeah, and I wanted to play piano, but I never. I just, when the piano player had to rest in the dance school. I played chords for the rest of the band to play. But I wouldn't let them know in the Navy I could do that because I'd had more work. I had 22-piece band in the Navy, see? And the more you know, the more you can do. So, yeah.
When were you in the Navy?
What was I in the Navy? I had a 22-piece band.
When?
Oh, during the Second War.
Oh, during the Second War?
Yeah, I ain't that old man for the First War. Second War, I was stationed in New Orleans a whole year, Lake Pontchartrain, New Orleans Air Station. And I played with the original Creole band at the Patio Royal in New Orleans while I was in the Navy. I put my tuxedo on and go down there and play with them. You had to have, the people that came in had ties, tails, and the women had evening dresses. Yeah. And I've also worked with Earl Foster in New Orleans. All around, up Buckaloosa and all around in there. While I had the band in the Navy.
Was a marching band in the Navy?
Yeah, we played concert, marching and everything. Colors every morning. We had nothing to do after we played the concert, you know. And they had a beer garden. We got paid for playing in that too, on the bass. Yeah. Music been good to me. Yeah.
When you were stationed in New Orleans, did you pick up anything new or different than you?
No, there wasn't nothing happening that I was doing, and I did already. Yeah.
Who was popular when you were learning and picking up your
My
stuff?
man is Louie Armstrong. I still can play like him and play like him on some things. Yeah. That's why I worked 7 years when I come out of the Army, come out of the Navy rather. I got a job in Pontiac. See, the price was froze at $10 a night for the sidemen. Well, soon the price come off. I got to raise up to $20 a night, 7 nights a week. That's $140 a week I was paying my men. I was making $280. Yeah. Well, see, I'm not a cat that'll work for just to be working, you know. The money ain't right. Get some of the boys. Yeah.
So you still like that Louie Armstrong style? Huh?
I haven't heard nobody could outplay him yet. Yeah. Nobody could come near him. All of the, well, I hate to say it, but it's taken 3 guys to play the song, one song he played. It taken, I forget the name of this white band. They divided up to 3 different parts, so 3 trumpet players could play one solo he played. Yeah. And then it was in Detroit, now, really how to play jazz. I missed saying, putting him in this book. His name was Mose Burke. He was with the circus way back. But anyway, I used to get lost in the middles. So Mose taught me the system of the harmony system, how to not get lost in the middle. And he taught me a whole lot how to play my horn, see? Learning things I didn't learn in school, you know. Of course, my first teacher, he was great, though. He taught me how to play the system of the horn and the piano, too. But, you know, when you're playing around with different guys, you get out of doing right things from what you hear. And after I studied harmony, at the end of the book, it says, forget about what you learned and go by sound. That's why you got rock and roll. They're not playing no music. Sound. Man, that's strictly sound. There's no artist up there at all. Yeah. I haven't heard one yet up there, but what's good about it, they're making money. So, and remember the story in the book, which is a classic now. Remember about the man that played the fife and took all the rats out of town? Well, now with the sad music, rock and roll, and the dope taking all the kids out of town, same difference. Believe it or not. Yeah. If you don't believe it, listen to it. Duke?
Yeah.
Yeah. And believe it or not, Duke needed a trumpet player. And this is troop, so help me. So I went up to the hotel, Norwood Hotel. He had his book. And at that time, I was a sight reader. Now I don't even try. I read everything he had. He said, no, I'd have trouble with you. Well, I understand why. because they don't play it like it's written. He changes it to the sound he wants. Well, some guys won't see, because everybody in Duke's band had a certain sound, and that's why Duke wrote different ways for different guys. Yeah. With some guys right now, study like heck to learn their horn, and they don't have no soul. When I was playing the blues, you was patting your feet. And when I got my band, if the audience don't pat their feet, I'm not playing nothing, man. If you don't hit the feeling in them, like these cats playing all this, in other words, the Chinese scale, Alama, Vasingwa, Unga, eh, he don't understand it. How's the people going to understand it? Yeah. Try it sometime. That's Chinese, man. Bebop. Yeah. And like, while we was in the service, all the bebop players are 4Fs. In the house, the tea house where they're drinking coffee and everybody's bowing their head, nobody pat their feet. I'm smoking tea. Yeah, that's what was happening. Truth. Yeah. What else you want to know, man? I'd love to play this record for you out here to show you the way, why I stayed 7 years at different places and how a trumpet should sound.
Right there.
Yeah, see, like we had a reason like this. We played tangos, rumbas, macongas when I had my band, 4 pieces, 5 pieces. Most of it's 5 and 6 pieces all the time. And when you're playing in a white place, you got to play all those. Back when I was coming up, see, because they did all those dances. But now everybody's rock and roll, and maybe now and then they do a ballroom dancing, you know. And that's just one of the numbers. And we recorded it because it was original. Fellow wrote it over in India. Yeah, he's down in Florida now. He's a terrific piano player. And if you notice, my piano player, these guys now, if you'd ask them to play a tango, they won't play it like you hear sax play it. Yeah. If you notice, he's playing the tango, period. Yeah.
Is this counterpoint that the baritone is playing, is that a tango?
Yes,
kind of thing?
yeah, it's counterpoint, yeah. Listen to that. Wait a minute. So you won't hear it. You can hear the baritone. You hear mostly when the piano's playing. Yeah. Yeah. Like I've been offered jobs all out in the suburbs. All of them know me out in the suburbs. All the older people, they just like when we was playing the other night with your daddy's band. Mm-hmm. People ate it up. They ate it up. But one thing you can't tell him nothing though. He plays too fast, man, too fast. And anytime you can't feel it, and sound like you're playing exercise the people got to feel it. Without the drums, there's nothing. Now, without the drums, that's why rock and roll, take the drummer out of the rock and roll band, there's nothing. You hear that drummer? Listen. And the baritone, counter melody.
He's coming in with that boom.
Yeah. That's just 4 pieces. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to like when we was down south by McKinnon's Cotton Pickers, we had 4 state troopers to stand in front of our band when we played all them white dances. Now you want to know why?
Yeah.
Because some of them crazy women run up there and start messing with you. You know what I mean? And then you're in a strange country when you was down south then. Before Martin Luther King, you was in a strange country. And if you want to do anything to you, who's going to protect you? Not the sheriff, he's a cluxer. Yeah. Didn't mean nothing.
Did you go on the band much with the Pickers?
Did I do what?
Did you go on the road much with the
Yeah,
Pickers?
sure. Oh, heck yeah. We traveled all over, and we played all the best. That's all we played was for white. Every now and then we played for colored. And we played all them other bands followed us. That's how they got in them hotels and stuff we was first. And we opened the way for them. Yeah. We opened, and the people thought, they see all them trucks, we had a fleet of trucks, carry everything. McKinney's cotton pickers. They thought we was really cotton pickers. Yeah, they never seen no cotton pickers traveling in a fleet of trucks.
Where'd the name come from, cotton pickers?
Cotton pickers? Yeah. Now, at the Arcade Ballroom, McKinney's band was named the Cinco Sextet. And Mr. Matan says, when they went to the gravestone, Mr. Matan said, look, that name don't register, so we got to fix it so the white people will buy it. So they'll think they're cotton pickers. Well, the guys squawked, they didn't want it, but he won McKinney's cotton pickers instead of the Cinco Sextet. That's what they started out first. But see, then they just called them McKinney's Cinco. No. Matan said, no, you got to name it so they know you're a colored band. So that's where the cotton pickers come in. But now Bob Cruzette already had cotton pickers, Alabama cotton pickers, right here in Detroit before they took that name, but he didn't have it registered. So the union made Mr. Cruzette stop saying Alabama cotton pickers, so the cotton pickers, McKinney's band, could use it. They had it registered. That's politics again, see? Yeah. Yeah, and Mr. Cruzette, now you was talking about who I like, why I like. I used to, back then you could buy Louie solos in stocks. Well, I was about 14 years old, and I used to play all the Louie solos next door to Mr. Cruzette. So one day he asked my mother, said, who is that man playing like Louie over there? She said, no, that's my son. Your son? I said, how old is he? I said, 14. She said, 14. He said, well, tell him come over to see me. I went over there. So he got his repertoire out and said, play this, play that, play this. And I played everything except he had. He said, okay, kid, I'll let you start working with me with my band a lot. So I started working with him. And I wasn't, naturally, I wasn't in no union. When I got 16, he put me in the union. It wasn't but $25 then to join the union. Yeah, but Mr. Cruzette was my buddy. Yeah, then I worked with him, then Howard Bunce, who was another buddy of mine. And in fact, he's the one, I used to go for him. He'd teach me to sing the songs. He played guitar a little bit. And he said, Moore, get you a guitar. And he showed me scales on it, a few chords on it. And then I could practice myself. But you'd be surprised, when you don't keep doing something, you lose it, yeah. But I enjoyed being with Kenny. We made big money, man, played everywhere. And then after the band began to going down, then we started playing everywhere, anywhere. What I mean, it's hard to book a big band. That was the trouble. It wasn't because we had all top notches in the band, but big bands began to, peter out. 6-piece, 7-piece, 8-piece. Yeah, didn't need all them musicians, We was working in Pontiac, so I wanted to change job. After 7 years, I wanted to change job. So I went to Mickey Show Bar on 7 Mile Road in John R. First, my wife was my secretary, which had a pleasant, lovely voice she was my agent, and her voice was all lovely. So anyway, she called up Mickey and told him, Mr. Moore would like to see you, which I always represented myself. All right. Do you want to put his band in your place? So he said, you mean Moore from up in Pontiac? Oh, yeah, I've heard of the band, yeah. So he said, tell him to come in Monday night, and I would talk to him. It was raining like heck, so I had on my navy black raincoat. Anyway, he was working the lights on the show, and I said, where's Mr. Jarvis? He says, I'm Mr. Jarvis. I said, well, my wife was talking to you on the phone, and I'll come to see you about the job. He said, wait till I get through with these lights. So when the show was over, the band was fixing to play a dance. I said, now, I came to sell you my band. I'm going to sell you my band. So I'll bet you $5 when the show is over, the band starts playing, won't nobody dance. He says, what? I said, it's all right. If you want talent, I got it. And if you want color, keep what you got. So he says, okay. So he told me, when we got through talking, he says, go and get the contract and bring it to me and I'll sign it and you start next week. And we started next week, and he named the band Atomic Band. He's the one named it. And after I was there for about, we packed the place like flies. All the people from Pontiac came down to Mickey's, you know. And they didn't order one bottle of beer, they ordered 4 bottles of beer at once, all of them, you know, just money, making money like mad. So he put a door price on his door to come in. It was the first time he ever charged people to come in his place was when I was there. And so after I was there about 6 months, he said, you know what, Moore? If your band had been as good as you said it was, we was going out and fight like dogs in my in the yard. I said, because you really sold it and your band is good or better than what you said it was. And that's why he hired it. And he named it the Atomic Band.
Did he give a reason why he named it the Atomic?
Yeah, he said we were that good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
An atomic bomb.
Yeah, and I'll explain why we were that good. Everybody in my band was an entertainer too. And when the show wasn't so hot, he'd say, Moore, do you mind? Y'all do a few numbers? We'd make the house, entertain the house.
Who else was in the Atomic Band?
Here's the guys right here. I'll show it to you right quick. Yeah. Till all of them pass. Well, here you are. The 4 of us. Here's the band. It was only 4 of us. But I had 6 out to Mickey. Had a terrific guitar, Al Holly guitar, and that was the only one different in my band. It was Tacky Madison, Bill Canada, Edison Green, myself, and there's 5 of us, or 6 of us, yeah. Everybody's entertainer. Right now, the reason I don't have a band, can't find the artist that wants to work. And like that tango you just heard, these cats don't know how to play no Latin American rumba music. I'm telling you the truth, man. I got Latin America upstairs going to waste, a whole repertoire. I got a 20-piece band repertoire in the garage, Latin America tunes going to waste. I started to give the cats tech, and the guy said, no, they'll be losing all the parts. It won't be worth nothing in 2 months. But now on the other side of that, it's the screwy song, The Woman with the Poison Tongue. Now that would be good on here. That would be real good, yeah. Wait. Let me see. It's crazy. This is now. Yeah, just put it on, huh? Yeah, that's going to drop. It's supposed to go down itself, ain't it? Hey, Rich. Yeah, here you go. Wait a minute, put it over there. Yeah.
There she goes, the woman with the poison tongue. Da, da, da. Out tonight to break up somebody's trunk. She's always yapping, running around, talking about something she'll never about. She's always got a story to tell. She is worse than just up there. There she goes, the woman with the poison tongue. Da, da, da. Out tonight to break up somebody's trunk. She's always yapping, running about, talking about something she'll never about. There she goes, the woman with the poison tongue. she goes, the one with the boys in town. Da, da, da. Out tonight, to break up the night. Ba, 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 ba. She's always gabbing, running about, talking about something she's nothing about. Always got a story to tell. She is worse than Jezebel. There she goes, the one with the boys in town. Da, da, da. Out tonight, to break up somebody. Ba, 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 ba. She's always gabbing, running about, talking about something she's nothing about. There she goes, the one with the boys in town. With the boys in town.
Now we throw that together. You hear the singing? See, everybody must sing with my band, man. There ain't no deadheads on that. Because we put that together in about an hour. The guy was recording from, he was sure he wanted us to do that song. So we had about an hour rehearsal and made it, you know.
Sounds like kind of like R&B with the heavy boogie woogie piano player in there.
That was the king of the boogie woogie player you listen to that. He was one of the great ones, yeah.
Who was that?
Edison Green.
Edison Green.
Mm-hmm. And in this song, if you know how to sing a song, when we was doing floor shows, if you know how to sing, and he didn't have no music, he said, well, if you know how to sing it, I can play it, never heard it before, which he could. Yeah.
Yeah, pick it up just from the melody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's the way you're supposed to play jazz. In fact, if you don't play the melody, when you're playing jazz, you're not playing jazz. Nobody know what you're playing but you.
So when you said you was playing out at this joint on 7 Mile, Mickey's?
Yeah, it was a nightclub.
Yeah, that was Mickey Shore, the DJ?
Mickey's show bar. No,
it wasn't Mickey's.
No, it's a Polish guy, a Polish fella on it. No, no, a little bit of guy. Real. I tell you what, I was in the. Remember the Paradise Theater?
Mm-hmm.
Remember the nightclub across from the Paradise Theater?
No.
No, well, no.
I'm a little young.
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, so the union sent, the man wanted to change the band. The union sent me to get the job in the place. I went and see the guy. He said, Moore, I couldn't hire a color band in here right now. And the bartender said, hey, Moore, I'll tell you, guy. He said, because if I put a color band in here right now, I would lose my license, believe it or not. Yeah. So he said, I know a guy, a big enough man, that'll hire you. He said, go out to Mickey's on 7 Mile Road. He runs this place like he wants to run it. Yeah. So that's why I went to Mickey's.
So was there a problem getting jobs around town being in
some spots you couldn't work in. You want to know the truth?
Yeah.
The police didn't allow you in some neighborhoods playing.
Such as?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
You know the reason. If the white women go for you, you're a human being. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what it was. So didn't want you to mix with the white women. Yeah.
Uh-huh. How long did you keep the Atomic Band together?
Oh, last place I was working in the military in, and I would write stuff, and sometimes the guy would use substitutes, and it began to bug me. My doctor says, Moore, stop playing regular, work a couple nights a week, and just play your horn, and don't worry about no chords or nothing. Just play by ear. So that's the way I play. If you like it, okay. If you don't like it, forget it. I don't rack my brains making sure I'm perfect no more. Yeah, not after what I'm listening to. I don't need to. Yeah. And if you notice, with Beans, I'm confessing I love you. I do it like Louie. I open up the show with Beans Bowles. Now sing it, which I don't sing with your daddy's band, and I don't want to sing. It's too late now for me to start singing. Yeah. I entertain, dance, do everything, even at my age. I shimmy, all that stuff, Sandman, all that stuff. I did all, Mose Burke taught me all that stuff. I couldn't tell you all the way it was back in the 20s, when you work places. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could tell you, but it wouldn't be good. That was, But me, I'm different. Whenever I got my band worked in nothing but white places, and every now and then we'd come back to Lee Sensation, so I wouldn't get the feel of the blues. You know, when you get, you know, that other jive, you get the feel away, and we'd come working Lee Sensation for maybe a month, so, and then we'd go on back with old Faith. You know, yeah.
And who are some of the cats in Detroit who were playing jazz early on?
Ooh, it's all of them. All of them.
All the cats.
Sure, we had some tenor players, saxophone players, young kids around here. Oh, man, they blow some horn, man. They all worked in these beer gardens and things. Oh, they worked in all these beer gardens all around. Mm-hmm.
Can you call some of the guys that came up in Detroit?
No, now that's another thing. I was always in a different bunch. I was always in a different bunch of guys, you know. I knew everybody, but I mean, I was with the faster clique. You know, we played floor shows and everything. Yeah. When I was younger, now I'm just skating. I'm not no hot trumpet player. I'm just what I used to know, you know what I mean? I ain't really raised no sand, you know, but I can play what the people want, yeah, because I know what they want. Yeah, yeah.
And when rhythm and blues started coming on and pushing jazz out,
It never pushed it out, no. I forget the guy's name. Rhythm and blues went. Next came, that's one thing about getting the age on you. Trying to remember everybody, you can't do it. Louis Jordan. Louis Jordan was now I'll tell you this. When Louis Jordan come in, he was the biggest thing around, you know it? And so down in South, down in Tennessee, they said, they want a white, when we say it like they said it, they said they want a white man to sing like a nigger. So Presley made a 25-cent thing, and then where you make a dub, he made it, this guy took it to this guy. He said, this is the guy. That's how Presley, well, he wrote it himself, but he sang, go and listen to church. He was so ragged he couldn't go to church, white churches. He'd go to colored churches. And that's really how he learned how to sing. Yeah. And that's what they wanted, a white man that could sing like a nigger. That's the word they use. My word is sonny boy, but I ain't gonna say, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I hope I'm telling it like it is. Marcellus, he studied well. He's got a good foundation. Really, he can go anywhere he wants. He can go back to symphony or he can go playing jazz. All thing is jazz is above the people's head. If he play more around the melody with what he play, he'd be great. But he's first knowing about that trumpet, he knows it upside downwards. He's great. Yeah. I love him because he knows what to do with it. But if you play the songs so what the people know what you're playing, man, don't go out into this world, you know.
Well, you like to hear a melody.
Well, yeah, but look, run the arpeggios or gruppettos and appoggiatories on the melody. That's what you go to school for.